I'm Venkatesh, and today I want to share with you one of the biggest opportunities in the history of internet. One that comes around once in a decade or even more. .brand top level domains. Yes, we are going to speak about .brand top level domains today. In 2026, Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, ICANN, the global body that manages the Internet's naming system, is reopening the application for organizations to apply for their desired domain extension. For the first time since 2012, companies will get a chance to apply for their own top level domain with their brand name in it. That means instead of just owning brand.com, you could now own .brand itself. Imagine addresses like login.brand, shop.brand, or pay.brand. It's very clear, creates a trust layer to the customer, and moreover, impossible to fake. That's the opportunity in front of us today. In this video, we will discuss in detail about topics like what is a .brand top level domain, why companies around the world are looking forward to apply for one in 2026, real-time examples and case studies of new gTLD, and how to apply for a .brand top level domain in an upcoming ICANN new gTLD round. Why .brand matters. Let's talk about why .brand top level domains are so powerful. First, it's clearly the trust factor. According to few consumer surveys, more than 70% of internet users say they trust .brand domains more than traditional web addresses, and 83% recognize the brand instantly when they see it in the domain name. Secondly, brand security. A .brand is a closed authenticated namespace. Phishing, copycats, typo squads, they just don't work the same way when you are the only company who can create the domain names under a .brand TLD. Thirdly, the clarity and branding. With a .brand, you don't need to buy hundreds of defensive domains across .com, .net, and every other domain extensions. You own the namespace, everything lines up directly with your brand's identity. Real examples of .brand new gTLD. And this isn't just a theory anymore. Some of the world's leading companies like Toyota and Honda are already using .brand new gTLDs quietly. Toyota runs services on global.toyota and id.toyota domain names. Google moved from about.google.com to simply about.google, and the traffic went up from there and not down. State Bank of India operates the primary domain name bank.sbi, which is handling over 16 million secure visits every month. They also have dramatically reduced phishing attempts under the new gTLD. E.Leclerc, a huge French retailer, runs nearly 1,000 branded domain names under a .Leclerc TLD. And in France, SNCF, the National Railways, they switched to .SNCF TLD, and the customer survey showed people immediately felt their online services were more secure. The 2026 ICANN new gTLD round. So how does this work? How can a company or a brand apply for their own .brand top level domain? Well, the process is time sensitive and it involves complex paperwork. The first round of internet domain name expansion happened in 2012 when ICANN opened a universal application window for 90 days where companies were able to apply for their desired domain extension. Since then, it's been 14 years, and finally ICANN has announced that they will open the next round of application window in Q2 2026. The application fee is approximately set to $227,000 per string. There are additional fees involved. But however, if you're applying as a .brand, ICANN runs a special trademark review called Specification 13, under which a brand can actually apply. Once your TLD is approved, you'll pay about $25,000 a year in ICANN's fee, plus the cost of working with the registry service provider RSP, a partner who handles the technical side, DNS, security, escrow, uptime, and compliance. Looking at the application fee, it looks like a sizable investment. But think about it. Many companies already spend far more than that each year on acquiring new domain names, fighting fraud, managing phishing takedowns, and buying defensive registrations. At .brand TLD consolidates all of that into one trusted namespace. Looking back at 2012 ICANN new gTLD round. Now let's pause here and look back into what happened during the 2012 ICANN new gTLD round. Because this isn't the first time ICANN has opened the doors for new gTLD. Back in 2012, nearly 1,930 applications came in. Canon, Audi, Barclays, they all applied. But here is the catch. The market wasn't quite ready at that time. The technology was not ready for adoption yet. Initially, search engines didn't know how to rank sites using .brand domain names. Barclays, for example, they launched their services quickly under their new gTLD.Barclays but lost visibility in Google and had to revert back to .com for time being. And many companies applied defensively without a plan. About 20% of .brand owners eventually gave their new gTLD back to ICANN in the past 5 years. However, there were also pioneers who got it very well. CERN, Toyota, Honda, Canon, and of course the State Bank of India, which still thrives on .SBI today. The lesson from 2012 is very clear. Applying is just the first step. Success coming from using it with a roadmap and a vision. Today, all major Japanese brands use .brand domain names for their website globally. Many have country-specific domain names, making it more memorable. Where things stand as of today. Fast forward to today, the internet has changed very much and the technology has evolved. There is a big scarcity for good .com domain names today. Good domain names cost a lot of money. Instead of using long domain names or acquiring expensive .com domain names for your brand, you can actually have your brand apply for a custom top level domain and create memorable domain names easy for consumers to remember. Brands can also have their social media handles match with their domain names today. 500 .brand top-level domains have already been delegated worldwide by ICANN since 2012. Search engines now treat every TLD equally. Google itself run blog.google and search.google domain names. Cybersecurity is a boardroom issue today. Every week we hear about phishing, scams, and brand abuse. And the technical ecosystem, DNSSEC, registry providers, compliance system, it is all stronger than ever today. In Europe, we see .brand new gTLD adoption is strongest in the banking and insurance sector. In Asia, SBI has already shown the model works. Globally, companies like Microsoft and Google are proving that .brand new gTLD isn't experimental anymore. It's future of internet identity and infrastructure. So here we are. The next ICANN new gTLD round in April 2026 is once in a decade chance for brands to take control of their brand identity in the digital space. In 2012, the vision was ahead of its time. In 2026, the timing is perfect. The tech is ready, the market is ready, and the need for trust is greater than ever. A .brand is more than a domain name. It's your brand name, your brand's digital identity, your brand's future. The question is, will your brand be ready to secure one in 2026? Thank you for watching our video about new gTLD. I'll meet you once again in an informative video about new gTLD next round in another video. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment in this video. Thank you so much for watching.